Okay, replacing the master cylinder and power brake booster on a 3rd gen F body. Pretty straightforward. We got 2 bolts here. We got two nuts. Hold the lines on. Master cylinder comes off. The booster, on the other hand, is held on the inside of the car. So inside the car, you got to go up underneath and undo the 4 bolts that hold the booster, and then you have to undo the clip to the pedal. There's a little rod. Now undo your filter, replace this thing. This is a filter, if you can find them. Right now they've been back ordered. I'm waiting on mine, but this is the booster filter. It keeps the crud from contaminating the diaphragm. So the first thing to do is get all the fluid out. It shouldn't be a bunch because I just took my front lines off, but now there still is quite a bit. So you can use a brake bleeding vacuum pump to suck out what's in the reservoir. I'm going to put a little penetrating oil on the threads here just to help with the removal. Let that penetrate. So these things work really well. You just put the tube in the fluid, create a vacuum, and it pumps it up out into the canister. Works great. Just like a Slurpee. Like the front one is a 9/16. If you got an open end wrench like this, that's good. And you want to loosen it up. If it's on real tight, put a little piece of pipe, make a more of a lever, give you more torque. Air cleaner off, give you more room. This one, turn it toward the passenger compartment. The back one seems to be a 12 millimeter. So get that one. And then once you get your master cylinder out, you want to take your Dremel and clean these threads. I like to clean all the threads before I reassemble anything. There we go. Okay, so the lines are free. Yeah. Now all we got to do is get a socket on these nuts here, and we can take our master cylinder off. The mounting bolts feel like they're 15 millimeter. So hit those. These cars are weird. They're a mix of metric and standard. I got this one off pretty easy. This other one though is tricky because it's so far back. You need a big long extension so that you can get at it here. And it's on really tight, so put a piece of pipe onto the end of your wrench, and then you have more of a levering fulcrum. There you go, easy peasy. And that's the last nut. Our master cylinder is free. There is a little bracket in front of it, but it's not a big deal. Out it comes. Just pull it away from your line. Get your new one, put it in. Although we're going to do the booster too, because this thing's been leaking. Oh, there's your booster. And that's where your new master cylinder would go if that's all you were doing. But we're taking this out too. So now we need to go inside the car, undo the rod, and undo the 4 bolts that hold it on. Okay, welcome to the underside of my dashboard. Here's the brake pedal. See, brake pedal. Okay, follow the brake pedal up. You will see. Maybe you won't. Yeah, you'll see a little clip here. This has to come off. So just get this little clip off. Boom. And you can take your little rod off. Now the pedal's free. And there's 4 bolts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not easy to get to. A lot of crap in the way. But chances are these will come out really easy. This may be a bit more challenging, but it's all doable. Okay, sure enough, yep, 15 millimeter, same as the others. Whoops, where did our light go? Here's our light. So, awkward, difficult, awkward, not difficult. There we go, and they're nylocks, so it's not a big deal. But really, since they are nylocks, you probably should go see your fastener people and get new ones. Because you're not supposed to reuse nylocks. So you undo those, and then you do the difficult ones. I got the two easy ones off. I don't know if you can see that, but they're off. Now it's the trickier ones that are all buried in wires and garbage. Okay, since I'm a big fan of working smarter and not harder, I'm going to remove my brake pedal because it's in the way, and without it there, it's a piece of cake to do this. So you got to put a 5/8 on the nut that holds the brake pedal, and then put the 15 millimeter on the other one and work it loose and pull the nut out, drop that pedal. Then you've got access to all 4 bolts to the booster. Yeah, a piece of cake to get this pedal out. It's super easy. It's just a bolt and a nut. Don't lose the sleeve inside. There's a metal sleeve on the nylon pivot thing. It'll give you the opportunity to clean it up and paint it too. When you have it out, you grind off all this rust, paint it black, since GM only went to there. Oh, you gotta love how they do that. Now it's easy. So yeah, first thing you should do is just take your brake pedal off, because then you'll have total access to everything here on the back side of the booster. You won't be fighting the pedal. You can do a nice swing on your wrench. Everything's groovy. Oh my God, I am so thrilled. We are on the final nut, and there it is. Boom. This booster should be free. Should be able to lift it up and out. Take it away. Yeah, you gotta move your brake lines aside. Don't damage your hard lines, but there's your booster. And it is leaving the car. There you go. Here's my 37-year-old brake booster. It's seen better days. This left GM when they built the car. Anyway, it looks like the master cylinder's rear seal started leaking, which is not good for the booster because the fluid can get down in there and mess with it all. I noticed it was not working very good at making a whoosh noise, which is indicative that it's tired. There's some kind of adjustment on these rods, so you got to get your new one and make sure it's the same length as this. Otherwise, you have to adjust it because it won't have the right brake pedal feel, and it might be dangerous or something. So you put them side by side and measure them and adjust it. So check out all this corrosion at the back of this thing. It looks like maybe the rear seal on the reservoir leaked a little too, but I think the rear seal on the master cylinder was not very good. There's lots of crystalline crunchy crud here, and the booster was all messed up. But we'll get this guy in, put those bolts back on, put the pedal back in, put our new master cylinder onto the end of that, hook up our lines, hook up our new hoses, put in these calipers, and we should be good. Should be stopping like a 85 Camaro should, straight off the assembly line. Okay, well, hope that helps you when you do yours. Alright, be well.